Okay, sure. Fine. I did. I got another guitar. There's nothing at all new about that. Whenever I can get a new guitar, I'll do it. I love guitars. I want as many guitars as I can get. That's what I do. I get guitars. And besides, I've been wanting to get an Epiphone for a while. Since last year, you know, the new Epiphones last year, they came out with the PHH models, and I've been wanting to get PHH, post hideous headstock. You know what I'm talking about. So sure, naturally I want to get a new Epiphone, and besides, now it's 2021, they're going to have new ones coming out. I need to get one of those from 2020. I've got to see what they were doing then, just so I can measure the new ones when they come out. So of course, and besides, you know, better electronics, better pickups, they're supposed to be better. I want to know for myself. There's nothing new about that, and there's nothing more to it than that. And the headstock, it's not a hot mess anymore, and there's literally nothing more to. All right, fine. You win. It's true. I just wanted another guitar with P90s. Happy now? Howdy folks, thank you for clicking on the video. Welcome to the channel. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to stop by to check out what I'm doing. And today, okay, let's just address this right up front. It's true. I may have a bit of a problem when it comes to P90s. However, you know, all of my problems, all of my addictions should sound so good. So I got a new guitar. I got an Epiphone, and I've heard great things. I've read, I've heard, I've seen on YouTube a bunch of really positive things, and I wanted to check them out for myself. And you know, is it really true that Gibson has put a new focus on their budget line? The caveat to that is the fact that I think it's kind of obvious that the price of Epiphones has been creeping up a bit, so that's a little concerning to me. If they have in fact improved the quality of the instruments, then I'm willing to accept a bit of an increase. I still want them to be affordable and obtainable to people who, you know, they really can't, you know, go beyond a budget guitar. So that's important as well. So keeping that in mind, I wanted to go ahead and check out one of these for myself. It is this guitar right here, the Epiphone SG Special P90 with the non-ridiculous headstock, and I'm loving that. This is what I got. I've been checking it out for about a week now, and I tell you what, let's go ahead and check out the specs, just all the parts, the pieces, and you know, then we'll move along from there. The Epiphone SG Special P90 comes with solid mahogany body and neck, and comes in sparkling burgundy and pelham blue. The set neck has a 24 3/4 inch scale length with a 60s slim taper. The fretboard is bound Indian laurel with pearloid dot inlays. It has 22 medium jumbo frets and a 12-inch radius. The tuners are Epiphone branded traditional Kluson style tuners with white plastic buttons. I should also mention the tuners have a nickel finish. It has a Graphtec nut measuring in at 1.69 inches. As for the electronics, it has two black P90 Pro soap bar pickups, two volume controls, two tone controls, and a 3-way toggle switch. The bridge is a one-piece compensated wraparound style bridge they call a lightning bolt bridge. It too has a nickel finish. I should also mention the multiply black on white pickguard. It looks really nice. Also, the Pearloid Epiphone logo inlay on the headstock looks really good as well. So let's go ahead and get some tone samples here. I am playing through the PV Classic 20, hooked into the 2 Notes Torpedo Captor X, which I am absolutely just loving. Clean is clean. For dirty, let's go ahead and use the Digitech Bad Monkey Distortion. Okay, let's start with the clean tones. Bridge position. Middle position. And in the neck. In the bridge position. In the middle position. And in the neck. Well, as I've said, I have owned an Epi or two before, both of which were Les Pauls, so not necessarily comparable to an SG, but as far as build quality goes, I gotta say, the Epiphones before, they were decent guitars, but they weren't really anything to write home about. They did have their issues. However, that said, this is a completely different story. I've got to admit, I can't even compare this guitar to my previous Epiphones. And why do I say that? Well, let's start with the fact that this guitar has a built-in advantage right off the bat, and that would be the 2 P90s. Yes, I know I have a problem. Let's just move along. Let's talk about the build quality. Everything about this guitar just screams good quality. I can't find anything to pick apart about it. From the binding, the finish is flawless on this thing. It looks really good. But more importantly, let's talk about the frets. The fretwork is really, really good on this guitar. And yeah, my AC just kicked in. If you hear a little hiss, sorry about that. I'm just going to keep going. The fretwork really is good. The fret ends are dressed nicely. There's no fret sprout whatsoever. Just all around, this feels like a good, high-quality guitar. It just, everything about this was really surprising to me. Right down the multi-layer pick guard. It just looks good. It has a great look, it has a great sound, and it plays really good. Now mind you, I haven't changed a thing on this guitar. I've made no adjustments. I never really do unless I'm absolutely forced to. Before I make a video on a guitar, I want to keep it exactly like I got it, and after I make the video, I'll go ahead and change it to my taste. But as it sits, this thing is actually really good. There are two main things I want to point out that just blow me away. The first one is the tuners. Now we all know that on budget guitars, the Achilles heel more often than not is the tuners. The cheapy tuners that a lot of budget guitars come with. Either they are sufficient, barely but sufficient, they're passable, or the first thing you're thinking is it's time to order a set of Gotos or hip shots or just anything that's going to be an improvement. Not with these. They're actually, on this guitar, I can't speak for every single one of these, but I know on this guitar, these tuners are solid as a rock. And combined with the Graphtec nut, tuning stability is absolutely not an issue on this guitar. This thing stays in tune like a champ. Yeah, I know, I'm surprised, I'm shocked. The second thing is what's behind this control cavity cover, and I'm putting up a picture right now. Yeah, what you're seeing are full-sized CTS pots, high quality, really good potentiometers, both for the volume, for the tone, really good. Overall, I'm super impressed with this guitar. But are there any cons? Well, it's an SG. So, what does everyone say about SGs? What's the big complaint? Come on, let's all say it together. Neck dive, right? Yeah. Well, I'm going to address that. And at the same time, I want to address one or two of the commenters on some of my previous videos, and they probably have a point, and I'm going to take care of it right now, because there have been a couple of people who simply commented that, well, I talk too much. So guys, this part's for you. Let's address the neck dive thing. Okay, now that we've looked at that, and yes, that is a solution. Seriously, oftentimes when you have neck dive issues with the guitar, the answer's really going to be in your strap. Just get something like a suede strap, something that's a little rougher. Oftentimes that'll fix your problem, and if it doesn't, a little trick I learned a long time ago with my Ibanez Iceman, which has the same problem Another solution that I found was to use skateboard grip tape, a little, maybe 6 or 8 inch long section, maybe a 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch wide on the inside of your strap. Just stick it in there. It'll take care of the problem. However, if you're in the habit of playing without a shirt on, I would not recommend that solution at all, because you will bleed. I'm just saying. I don't really have a whole lot of bad things to say about this guitar. I've been enjoying the crap out of it. It's a lot of fun to play, even though the neck carve, the 60s slim taper, is not what I'm used to. It took me a little bit to actually get used to it. And now I'm going to have to be looking at more Epiphones now. They're better than they used to be, that's for sure. I hope they continue to get better. That said, I got nothing else on this. I'm hoping this video isn't going to end up being too long. It probably will be. I'm sorry about that, guys. I try to edit, but I want to include things that are important, or at least that I feel are important. And likewise, I hope you find them to be. If you do, please hit that button. It would mean a lot to me if you'd go ahead and subscribe. I'm kind of getting up there to where it won't be too much longer, I hope, before I get to give away one of those Harley Benton guitars at 1,000 subs. Maybe you'll win it. Just click that sub button, and while you're at it, ring the bell, click that thumbs up. That's always good. Comment, share, all the good stuff. And until then, let's all just be good. Let's all just be good. Take care.